It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Atlanta. It's the Packers and the reigning NFC champs, and it's coming up next.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Watson on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And it's taken in at the 9. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. Leading them out from Texas A&M at quarterback, Kellen Mond.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they played, though, this year, This is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Mon. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Stanley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, here's Mon. And his pass, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Mon. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
Mon going to throw it. On the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? He told us.
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutus will take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mond looks to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Nifty move. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
I'm the best in the game.
Touchdown, Falcons. Jonathan Taylor, 87 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
A give to the fullback on the dive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And it's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On the carry, it's Montgomery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and he's got the hook up to Landry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mon. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupy the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Mon now off of play action. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. By the way, I got to apologize. apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to Taylor on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mon dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Throwing again on second down. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. from the gun on third. Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee going into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch. That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Mond. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roth. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mond out of the shotgun. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. Shedding the tackle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Watson's throw pulled in by Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Off the play fake. Mond steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Watson. Again, he's got that man Landry. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the Saints? I like what they did.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. 126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball, batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there. And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Roth. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he will fight his way into the end. Falcon touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Landry. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Watson's throw taken in by Landry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Andrew Billings gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary. Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drop.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Dio Dangbo there to make the play defensively. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Make sure you stop the franchise.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Mond. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense, down by 15. 1:25 to play. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. We'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they go play action here. Mon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Briggs. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, here's Mon. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham, 36 yards. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that?
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Landry. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To the air yet again, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. One last throw here for Watson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.